Hi and welcome everyone to a second live stream. So this live stream again is just going to be Q&A, but in the future live streams uh, I do plan on making these live streams uh, centralized around a certain topic. But I'm just checking to make sure. I'm just trying to get used to the habit of actually live streaming, making sure that you guys can actually uh, understand what's happening and such. But yeah, I'm just here to answer any questions that you guys have regarding YouTube while I work for the next hour or so. Let's make sure that works.
Swish this sour liquid in your mouth before bed to regrow teeth and gums while you sleep. Scientists at the National Institute of Dental Research have invented a powerful sour liquid that can regrow.
Hello everyone. Welcome to
Hey Rachi, how's it going? Good morning to you. So, let's see. So regarding fair use policy and how to avoid copyright while editing videos, let's see. How it kind of plays out is I'll pull up my reference for fair use. It's called Copyright Act. Let me see. Again, this really isn't legal advice, but it's more so here. But this is kind of what it falls under, Section 107, Copyright Act of 1976, and this is kind of how we bypass YouTube. More specific instructions regarding the actual, how do I put it, usage of videos. I try to make sure that the clips I don't use the original audio. I also make sure I only use segments of a clip, only 6 to 10 seconds long. And I also make sure that I add voiceover to the clip so that it passes copyright. The fair use policy, I go over a lot of this in my course. However, I can't bring that up right now. But yeah, it's very easy to avoid copyright while editing videos though. Just use 6 to 10 second segments and don't use the original audio. You can use the original audio, but sometimes that'll get flagged easily. The YouTube copyright system tends to pick up copyrighted audio more so than it does copyrighted actual visuals. So that's how I go about with doing that. Yeah, if you have any more questions though, feel free to ask them. I'm just going to be working while I just glance here and there, answering any questions that people have, so. Yeah, for future streams, for anyone who watches the recording of this, I do plan on. I'm not sure where my visuals keep cutting in and out. I'll probably have to play around with this after the stream, however. Yeah, for anyone watching the recording of this, in the future, I do plan on making it so that these streams centralize around a certain topic, so. Let's see. All right, and good morning, everyone, to everyone who's tuned in. Feel free to ask any questions regarding YouTube. Bear with me though, because this is my second time live streaming, and I'm just getting used to the functionalities of switching camera views. I'm trying to use this device called the Stream Deck. I just purchased it, and apparently it's useful for streamers, and I can see the use of it. So from my end, it kind of looks like my camera here keeps cutting in and out. If you guys can confirm with that as well, if it keeps cutting in and out, just let me know. I will definitely fix that after this, but for now I think I'll just use this view here. Yeah, it's so bright, huh? But no longer in PH. I think you mean the Philippines, Arthur, right? Yeah, it's really bright. I really have to turn down the ISO on this. When I was adjusting this last night, it wasn't during the daytime, so that's kind of, I guess that was kind of my fault. Hey, what's up, Scott? How's it going? But yeah, definitely not in the Philippines. I haven't been to the Philippines in probably a year now, but I do plan on going back soon. Okay, any questions regarding YouTube, guys, feel free to ask around. Again, these streams will be more centralized around a certain topic down in the future. Definitely next week right now it's just the act of getting used to streaming. Live streaming especially. It's not the easiest, but at the same time, it's just a learning experience. I mean, I'm uncomfortable doing it, but at the same time, I'm sure as time goes on, I'll get used to it. So, hey Code, how's it going? Just a little bit about me, guys. I highly specialize or kind of promote scalable YouTube channels, faceless YouTube channels. Those are my favorite types. It's a very good model of YouTube. It doesn't involve filming, so if you're wondering who I am, my personal channel isn't doing too hot. That's because I haven't worked on it. Right now my efforts are going towards other ventures that kind of work a lot better for me. I run about 7 of my own channels.
It's time to turn your business dreams
all
into
faceless,
reality.
all scalable, and I run about 150, close to 150 clients' channels. So I have a full-on team. I have an in-house team. So as you can see behind me, there's a bunch of monitors, chairs, computers behind me. We handle a lot of clients' channels. But in regards to that, I am working on my personal brand. So because I've been able to hire out, scale, manage my clients with the help of my good close friends of mine, I've been able to free up my time and kind of focus on my personal brand now. So Rashi asks, how do you come up with a killer thumbnail that goes viral? Before I get to that, Rashi, Code, I mean, really good that helped you right now. BHW, I plan on being more active on there. I've just been so busy, and it doesn't help that I lost my account information and then I had to get the moderators from BHW to help me out. That took about 2 months. And during that time, I kind of went missing, I guess. I just couldn't retrieve my account back for almost 2 months. But I do plan on being more active there. But I'm really glad my journey helped you. All right. So Scott, I'll get to your question after Arachi's, all right? So Arachi, how do you come up with a killer thumbnail that goes viral? So Arachi, well, I'll give you an example. So let's pretend that, let's say, I don't know what's hot right now. Kanye West, he's an artist, rapper. He just released a new album. So let's pretend that you want to make a video called 10 Things You Didn't Know About Kanye West. 10 Things You Didn't Know About Kanye West. It kind of ties into, I always do this. I look at what's working, what's worked before. This kind of tool here, you see this little blue number to the right of the channel name. This really helps in terms of understanding a view count to subscriber count ratio. So here's a video that's #1 in the search results for, I usually do this in incognito, and then I also do it with my plugins installed. But I just analyze what's worked for other channels. But I kind of steer away from channels that have a lot of subscribers because they have that audience base. So I really love analyzing small channels. So I really love analyzing small channels. Channels like this one here, Top 10 Beyond the Screen, is only at 290,000 subscribers. This one here, A-List. So this is what I know doesn't work. And as you can see, it's just a picture of Kanye. But yeah, to really answer how do you come up with killer thumbnail ideas, it really does come up from just my creative mindset. I try to think of, if I was someone who is interested in Kanye West and I wanted to watch a video with him, what would I personally click on? Yeah, I kind of coined something called, this is what I call a split screen thumbnail. You see how there's two sides to it? Keep it simple because you only have like a second to engage your audience. This is what I call a single scene thumbnail. Again, keeping it simple. I use this for TV shows a lot. I use this one here for celebrities a lot. And that's kind of my go-to. I think about 99% of my thumbnails are either split screen thumbnails or single scene thumbnails. And as for the actual idea, I really spend a good 2 or 3 minutes thinking of a good idea. So I definitely don't cut myself short when it comes to coming up with thumbnails, because if you're gonna spend money creating a video, if you're going to spend time creating a video, you don't want to cut yourself short and only spend 5 seconds on a title and a thumbnail. You really have to make sure that you dive in, spend the quality time creating a good thumbnail and a good title. So again, if someone can kind of clarify or confirm with me, if I think my camera keeps cutting in and out, I'm sorry about that. I'll fix it up after the stream. I thought I fixed it last night. I never knew it was broken last night, but it seems to be cutting in and out from my end. Just confirm if you see me going in and out right here, all right? But Rachi, if you have any follow-ups to that, just let me know. See, it just cut out in again. So Scott is asking, when you do your research and are ready to start gathering content to use in your own video, how do you determine what you can and cannot use? So Scott, this kind of falls under what Rachi asked earlier about the fair use policy. So let me pull it up. And again, this isn't legal advice. This definitely isn't legal advice, so take it with a grain of salt. But this is how I kind of use fair use. But it essentially involves just using segments of a video clip. Only use segments of a video clip. I'm talking like anywhere from 6 to 10 seconds. Compiling it together, I always, 90% of the time, always eliminate the original audio of the clip, and then I add my own voiceover. As far as what I can use, my entire video editing team, they use anything that relates to what's being said in the voiceover. So they can use clips from here, clips from here, clips from here. Because, I mean, like, here's Alux, 3.7 million subscribers, huge channel. But all their visuals, they're all copyrighted, right? But it falls under Fair Use Act, it falls under copyright 106 or section 107 right here. Okay, but it's not the biggest problem determining what clips you can and cannot use. You can use anything. However, it kind of comes down to, will it bypass YouTube's copyright check machine, and will it also are you actually using it fairly? Are you actually adding your own meaningful value to it? So, and by meaningful value, in my interpretation of that is I hire a scriptwriter, I hire a voiceover artist, and I send that to the video editor to use and compile a video together. Arthur Kane, does the audience complain about repeating topics? Months ago. So I'm gonna give a example of this, Arthur. It comes down to, let's pretend that, kind of tying back to the idea of my Kanye West example. So let's pretend that I post this video, 10 things you didn't know about Kanye West, and it goes completely bananas. All right, so I have a video called, let's pretend this is my video, 15 things you didn't know about Kanye West. It goes completely bananas, gets 1 million views. What's my follow-up to that? My follow-up to that is more so, I'm probably gonna make 2 or 3 more videos called 10 things you didn't know about Kanye West. All right, but I'm just gonna retitle it. So this right here, now what I teach is that there's something called the content title. The content title is what the video is actually about. So my assumption is that all these videos, their content title is 10 things you didn't know about Kanye West. However, I mean, I'm going to pull up a Word document real quick, everyone, just so I can type out some examples, but just give me a second. Sorry, I should have this prepared earlier. Yeah, if anyone's any other questions in the meantime, I'm just pulling up a document to send an example of what content title versus the actual creative title is. Sorry it's taking so long, everyone. Okay, I'll just use a text editor, I think. Let me see how this looks. So there's something again called content title and creative title. So I'm gonna make the font really big. Content title, creative title. All right, so let's kind of use this as an example, right? So we have something called the content title and the creative title. The content title is what the video is actually about. So again, it'll be 10 things you didn't know about Kanye West. This is what I'll send to my scriptwriter. He'll put this under, he'll actually do the research, find 10 things you didn't know about Kanye West. The video itself, the content or the project files will always be called 10 things you know about Kanye West. When it's ready to upload, that's when the creativity really starts to start. And so 10 things you know about Kanye West, this can be the creative title. This is what people normally do. But it's very bland. It doesn't really focus on the keyword. So Kanye West has to be up front if that's your keyword. The creative title is what gets people to click, right? So what gets people to click? So my creative title for this will be like Kanye West. And the reason why I put Kanye West up front is because he's really trending topic right now. That's the focus of my keyword. People are actually typing in Kanye West. So this has to go up front. So I'll type in Kanye West is crazy for owning this. Something like that. And I'll keep it short. Ideally, you want your title to be less than 60 characters because If it's over 60 characters, it won't show the whole title in mobile. But again, look at the difference between, creative title, Kanye West is crazy for owning this or doing this, whatever that is. And then the content title. So what this video will actually show is 10 things you didn't know about Kanye West. It's not that it's clickbait. One of the things will still be something that Kanye West does. So it kind of ties into it kind of ties together. It's not completely black and white. I mean, what people call clickbait, I call just clickable titles. But I'd much rather put in the effort to creating a much more clickable title than I would just doing what everyone else is doing. I mean, look at all the videos that are just called 10 things you don't know about Kanye West. I mean, it's a flood, Look at all these videos about what you don't know about Kanye West. You have to kind of stick out from them. So, welcome everyone who's watching the stream, by the way. But yeah, that's how I would kind of determine repeating topics. It might be a repeat of content topics, but no one's actually ever complained. There's so many people on YouTube to actually if someone watches the same video twice or not, it's rare that they're gonna complain, so I don't really worry about that. Arthur, right? Rashi's asking TubeBuddy versus vidIQ and what is good for what. So vidIQ, I strictly use the free version of vidIQ, and that's simply, and this for me, this is essential in my research. I use it to see this little blue button or blue number here, and that tells me how many subscribers the channel has, so that I don't have to click on the channel and find out how many subs they have. Because when I'm researching new YouTube video topic ideas, one of the goldmine things that I look for is a video that has a small amount of subscribers, but they've posted a video within the past 3 months that has gotten a ton of views. That's what I call a goldmine video. And this kind of ties into what you're talking about, Richmond. So again, my research involves looking for channels that have a small amount of subscribers, posted a recent video. So let me I'll write it out for you guys so you can see it. So research involved, but this is essentially what my research involves. 1, looking for channels with small amount of subs. 2, the videos. Okay, so this right here, essentially what my research involves, okay? And vidIQ, free version of vidIQ helps. It gives you this blue number that you guys see right here. This is the number of subs in this channel. My research involves, number 1, looking for channels with a small amount of subs. So depending on what topic I'm going to be covering, it'll more so kind of be like, if basketball is hot right now, I'll look up 10 things you... Uh-oh. Didn't... Hey, Prashan. So, depending on what channel I'm kind of starting, I'll just start with some topics that I search up first on YouTube. And then I'll always analyze the number of subs that these channels have first. Alright? So... And then, sorry, I'm trying to bring up my document again. Here you go. And again, this is what the research involves. I look for channels that have a small amount of subs. So here's a channel called Everything Top 10, 84K subs. That's actually, I'll probably look at this channel and analyze it more. So when I find a channel that has a small amount of subs, so here, 84,000 subs, the video has a large amount of views, 360,000. But it was posted 4 years ago, so what I'll do is I'll actually click on this channel. I'll click on this channel and then I'll look at I'll see if the channel is still active. I'll see if the channel is still active and posting by clicking videos. But aside from that, yeah, I definitely only use the free version of TubeBuddy. So it looks like this channel kind of stopped posting, but you can still find some good uh, video topics that still might work. So here's 10 things you didn't know about Patrick Mahomes. As you can see, they're using a split screen thumbnail. Recall how I was talking about this before. There's a lot of video topics here you can probably remake, but all these videos that have gotten more views than the channel has subscribers, I would give them a shot, and that's how I'll do my research. So Prashan, Dr. Guruji, nice to meet you, sir. So, Richmond, let me know if that answers your question or not. So Trevor, hey Trevor, how's it going? So Trevor's asking, how do you determine how much to sell your channel for? So it's actually against YouTube's terms of service to sell your channel. So I can't give much advice on that. I mean, you didn't hear this from me, but I'm sure out there in the world there's people selling their channel for. That's something you would probably have to find out yourself. I try to follow YouTube's terms of service as best as I can. I do follow YouTube's terms of service as best as I can, and it's technically against TOS to sell your channel. So I'm sure there's ways around it. I'm just not familiar with it. You would just have to do your own research on that, right? Let's see. Yeah, this is a goldmine of a channel. If this was more recent, I would start a sports channel, make a video on Julius Randle, Patrick Mahomes. I wouldn't make a video that has less than 84K subs. Josh Allen, but a lot of goldmine videos here. I'll do the ones that are under a year old. So yeah, top 10 videos, everyone. That's the way to go. Honestly, it's yeah, no problem. It's the way to go. It's very scalable. It doesn't take up most of your time. What I love about this model of YouTube is that, sorry to kind of cut myself off. Rachi, regarding TubeBuddy, I do highly recommend TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy has this amazing tool. So I'm currently setting up this tool with all my channels, but they have this tool called A/B tests, in which you can upload a thumbnail on a video that you've already uploaded, then upload a second thumbnail, and then it'll run the test over the course of 10 days. And it'll, after 10 days, or you can set it how long you want to actually set that experiment for. And so let's kind of do an example here. So I'll click A/B test. So as you can see, I'll choose a video that was recently uploaded, and then I can add a second thumbnail. So I only do the thumbnail CTR test, and then I make sure that it runs statistically significant. But afterwards, it's so cool because it'll choose the thumbnail that performs better automatically. So the only thing is that you have to come up with 2 thumbnail ideas, but that's really not hard. Let's imagine that one video gets 1 million views, 5% click-through rate versus a 10% click-through rate on 1 million views. That's almost 500,000. Oh, sorry, 5%, 5,000 more views, right? 5% or 50,000 views, whatever that is. Sorry, my math is bad. But a 5% click-through rate versus a 7% click-through rate, that's 2% more clicks. It really matters in the large sum of things, especially out of like 100,000 views. So I highly recommend getting the TubeBuddy. You do have to buy it. It costs $40 a month. However, I'm actually let me see. I'm pretty sure my coupon still works. Let me go find it. I contacted TubeBuddy a long time ago. I spoke to the CEO through email only, but he's a really cool guy. He actually set me up with my own discount I can give to individuals if they're interested in TubeBuddy. You get 20% off TubeBuddy. So just as a disclaimer, I do get a small commission if you use that discount, but the code is called VVP Buddy. You can find it in the description of all my YouTube videos. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and find it from there. But let's see, do tags matter? So that's a really good question, Rachi, and I think it's something that has to be addressed carefully. So let me find the actual document for you regarding what Google says about tags. All right, tags. So I've watched multiple kind of YouTube individuals who are very helpful on YouTube, Daryl Eves especially, and I learned from him that, okay, here's what Google says about tags. The sum of the answer is that for me, tags don't matter. I don't spend any time on tags, literally 0 seconds. I don't even tag my videos anymore, and I haven't been tagging my videos for almost a year now. My videos still go viral. My videos still get picked up in the algorithm, but take a look here. Tags are descriptive words you can add to your videos to help viewers find your content. Your video's title, thumbnail, and description are more important pieces of data for your video's discovery. These main pieces of information help your viewers decide which videos to watch. I definitely put more focus into my title, my thumbnail, and my description. Tags can be useful if the content of your video is commonly misspelled. Otherwise, tags play a minimal role in your video's discovery. I don't tag my videos anymore. I don't spend any time on it. I used to think the TubeBuddy tool. I mean, if you want, you can. If you want, you can tag your videos. It doesn't. I don't think it hurts it, but just don't max out your tags. Don't do 500 out of 500, or else YouTube might think that you're keyword stuffing. But TubeBuddy has this tool here also. It's called the keyword finder, and you can use that to input tags, but I don't do any tags anymore. I think it's a waste of time. Title, thumbnail, description, that matters way more. Make sure those are keyword focused, keyword rich. So yeah, don't spend any. If you're spending more than 30 seconds on your tags, then yeah, go spend more time on your thumbnail and title. Richmond asked, how do you recreate the trending videos? So I can give you a good example, Richmond. So whatever's happening in the news right now, so let me do a Google search real quick. So let's pretend that I have a sports channel, Richmond, and I want to find trending news. What I'll do is I'll go to Google. I'll do a simple search, something like, let's say, NBA trade. We'll do NBA trades, okay? I'll do that in Google. I'll type it in news. And then this kind of involves, you have to know, especially if it's going to be your first channel, you have to know something about your topic, you know? You have to be able to put yourself in your audience's shoes. So what I'm talking in regards to that is I'll type in something like this and I'll just scan through the news. Honestly, this is what I'll do. So I'll find something that I think personally is trending, but this is because I know basketball though. I know the NBA. I'm familiar with the NBA. It's very hard if you're starting a channel in a niche you have no idea about or you have no relation to. So I'll literally do a simple thing like this, and I've gotten real gold mines of videos that completely blow off just because I choose a video, I retitle it, and I turn it into trending news. So yeah, I'll choose a topic from here, I'll send it to my scriptwriter, I'll retitle it, I give them the article, but of course they have to reword the article. They can find more articles to kind of add into their script for that video topic. But yeah, Google News, it's a gold mine for finding trending videos. As far as recreating them, I honestly just get the article, I send it to my scriptwriter. I've been working with my scriptwriters for some of them for almost 3 years now. I send it to them, they rewrite the article, I retitle the video topic. Remember I was talking about creative versus content titles? And that's how I recreate trending videos, you know? If I find that a video is, if I find a good video topic on actual YouTube, I'll still search it up. I'll still search up an article in which making sure that my script writers can perform research on the actual topic. I always make sure that there's always researchable articles that they can base their information off of. But it's nothing so kind of, there's no like hard set rules on how to recreate trending videos. It honestly, just find a trending topic, whether it's through news or YouTube, and then go ahead and send that to your scriptwriter. So Rachi's asking, where do you put the keyword and how many times to avoid keyword stuffing? No problem, Richmond. So keyword, okay, it's kind of tie back to. So let's actually use this. Okay, let's pretend that I think Larry Nance Jr. talks trade, the rise of versatility, and what. So what I'll do is that I'll actually. I've noticed that my internet is very slow when I'm live streaming, I guess. So content title will be Larry Nance Jr. talks trade rumors. Well, that's the content of the actual video topic that I'll send my sorry guys, my dog is barking. I'll probably close the door in a second. That's the content that I'll send my script writers, but then the creative title will be Nance Jr. So that'll be the actual creative title that I send my, or I actually post onto YouTube. Now, as for where you put the keyword, your keyword here is Larry Nance Jr. You should know that. It should kind of make sense what's a keyword. Sorry about that. It should kind of make sense what's the keyword here versus what's not the keyword. So in regards to what the actual topic of the video is, this is the keyword of my topic. I'll put this in the title. I'll also put this in the first line of my description. Sorry guys, let me go and close the door real quick. My dogs are going crazy right now. But the keyword will go in the title, especially at the beginning, and the keyword will also go in the first line of description, especially at the beginning. After that, I honestly just write a good kind of 200 word description regarding what my video topic is. And when you write a description about your video, it's bound to have related keywords in it. Basketball, Cavaliers. I think Larry Nance Jr. is in the Cavs. I could be wrong. But in terms of keyword stuffing, after I put the keyword in the title and the first line of the description, I just naturally write a description. I don't think there's any program on YouTube that will kind of identify keyword stuffing. But at the same time, don't just do, Larry Nance Jr., basketball, NBA, Warriors, that's keyword stuffing. Definitely don't do that. It's against YouTube's terms of service to just keyword stuff. This is considered keyword stuffing. But if you're writing a legitimate 100 to 200 word description on your video, then please, it's a legitimate description. You're not going to get docked off for keyword stuffing, all right? So welcome everyone again to everyone who's watching my live stream. Thanks for tuning in. Feel free to ask any questions. I'd be more than happy to answer them. Again, just a little bit about me. I just try to help people with YouTube, especially with the scalable hiring out individuals to make YouTube content for you so that you don't have to appear on camera like this. But because I've been able to hire out an entire team to help me with YouTube, I now have time to actually film content like this. So this live stream will probably be ending in about 10 or 15 minutes or so. So while I wait for more questions, we'll be probably just working. And at the same time, in the future, these live streams will be scheduled. They will centralize around a certain topic so that I'm just not answering questions. I'm always going to do these live Q&As because I think it's actually helpful. When I started YouTube, I wish I had someone to ask questions to. Honestly, with me, it was just a lot of trial and error before my first video ever took off. Yeah, do you guys have any other questions? Please feel free to ask, all right? Let's see. So, does anyone here actually have their own YouTube channel already, or are they just looking to? Are you still looking to start, or have you started yet? I mean, if anyone feels comfortable, I can actually even pull up your channel and analyze it for free. So one of the services I offer are YouTube channel reviews. Not for so much, but I can review a YouTube channel for you guys if you want. Your own YouTube channel, actually. Yeah, I guess I'm really bright, huh? Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just gonna grab a glass of water while I wait for any more questions to pop up. So, welcome everyone who just joined. I'll be right back. Just gonna grab some glass of water, alright? So, let's see. Sorry guys, I always have to tend to my dogs who keep coming in and out of the room, so you might hear them barking or scratching. But let's see. And again, for everyone who just tuned into the live stream, in the future I will be centralizing these live streams around a certain topic. So Rachi's asking, you said it's to be in a niche that you know about, but you have many channels. How do you pick niches to start new channels in? That's a good question, Rachi. So all the channels that I personally start in, I know something about them. I mean, honestly, I'm in a lot of niches. So one thing I didn't go into, but I would love to go into, is technology. But I'm definitely not tech savvy. I don't know anything about. Oh, another niche I would love to go in is like stocks and crypto, but I know nothing about stocks and crypto, so I'm not in those niches. But with that being said, to actually start new channels, hey Rajan, I'm doing great. Hope you're doing great yourself as well. But if it's your first new channel, start with something in which you honestly have to know something about, and at the same time, it's got to be common sense to actually kind of deem that it's a popular topic. So common sense of popular topics, celebrities, TV shows, movies, luxury stuff, technology stuff, stocks, crypto, that's all common sense. We would probably all agree that those types of niches would go viral. So if you know something about any one of those, that's what I would start in. On my YouTube channel, Rachi, I actually have a video. I can pull it up for you. I'm not going to show it to you, but I can pull it up for you. I have a video called How to Choose a Niche. I recommend you watching it. It's, let me see where it is. I have a video called How to Choose a Niche. It includes like an Excel sheet. I use an Excel sheet that I number, and based on the numbers, it helped me decide what type of YouTube channel to go into. But let me see here. It's called How to Choose a Niche. Okay, on my YouTube channel, I made a video on it. Take a look at it if you need help choosing a niche on your YouTube channel. Yeah, I have a lot of YouTube videos that I've created that unfortunately a lot of never really took off or got seen by other people. But at the same time, whole arsenal of I spit out a lot of knowledge in regards to YouTube, and if people don't watch it, that's fine, but at the same time, use it as a resource. I lay out a lot of information on how I started and run my own YouTube videos, or YouTube channels, I mean. So if anyone has any other questions, please feel free to ask. I've only got a couple more minutes before I have to log off. So usually I'll be streaming everyone Monday to Thursday 9 a.m. and then sporadically throughout the weekend I'll also start a live stream. And again, my plan is to make these live streams more focused around a central topic so that I'm not just doing Q&As. The Q&As will always be part of it, but honestly, if any one of you guys have your own YouTube channel right now, I'd be more than happy to do a live stream review of it. I think it would be extremely helpful. So yeah, if anyone has a YouTube channel and doesn't mind actually sharing it as well, I can review it for you all. So yeah, I'll be on for another couple, let's say 10 minutes or so before the squad gets here. Let's see. Yeah, I do plan on posting more videos on my personal YouTube channel, make it more helpful, or basically repeating some information that I've said before in the past. But Rashi, I love the question that you just asked. So Rachi's asking what gave me the motivation and kept you going before you started killing it. I mean, let me think about it. I knew people were always making money off of YouTube, and at the same time, I love video. I love filming. So that's two things. I knew people were making money, and a lot of money. My kind of comparison was that if these people can make money off of YouTube, why can't I? There's nothing so different, I imagine. Biggest inspiration was Watch Mojo. I mentioned this in my first live stream yesterday, but Watch Mojo, I bought all the books, watched all the interviews of this channel, the CEO of this channel here. I learned him, studied him, analyzed his videos. I love the scalability of being able to hire people, provide them income, have them create videos for your business, and then post those videos, and then those videos make you money. It's essentially like everyone wins at this point. So Rachi, I hope I really hope that you're taking action, man, and you're posting. You got to start posting so you can start learning more. I mean, taking action is one thing. I admit I was probably guilty of that kind of analysis paralysis. I'd spent probably a good month or so just reading books on Watch Mojo or watching interviews on Watch Mojo. So once I took action, I learned a lot more from making mistakes. I learned a lot more from quote unquote wasting money, spending money on videos that only got like 10 or 100 views. So once I saw my first viral video and how much it made, my first viral video ever on YouTube, my first viral video ended up being my most viewed video. It has made almost $30,000 to this day. So okay, so Arthur, so how long does it take to get rid of the YouTube algorithm dungeon by switching niche to a different topic when you have a different audience in the past? Going from gaming to finance. So Arthur, I've helped friends, clients before switch niches, and it's not the worst. It's not the hardest thing, okay? I pulled up a story channel yesterday. So let me pull it up again. It involves, like just doing an announcement. So I'll show you what I mean. So my interpretation of the Google algorithm dungeon is that if you start posting videos that your audience won't like, so let's pretend that you have a gaming channel and you want to start posting finance content. If you start posting finance content, that audience is going to hurt your videos, right? You just kind of have to churn through it. So my example of that is that I had a client who had a branded YouTube channel. It was all about it was something completely black and white. It was about how do I put it? It was about like customer stories, or it was an animated channel about make believe stories of customers complaining. We did a complete 360 on his channel, re-niched it, and I had him follow I had him follow this model of YouTube in which he would hire people out, because animations, they cost a lot. But what we did is that we just did a community board post announcing, hey, this channel is going to be rebranded to not the same type style content that you initially subscribed for. So if this is not your type of style content that you want to start seeing, then please unsubscribe to my channel. So we did an announcement via community board, so I'll show you what that looks like real quick. I'm pulling it up right now. So first, you again do an announcement. One, post on your community board. So this one here. Post on your community board, just do an announcement telling all your subscribers saying, hey, I'm gonna revamp my entire channel. If this is not the type of content that you like, then can you please unsubscribe to my channel? Because you have to imagine that if you have a gaming channel and you start posting finance videos, if those gaming audience don't click on your video, then they're gonna hurt your CTR on your finance videos that you start posting. I mean, eventually by posting videos that they don't like, hopefully that'll force them to unsubscribe as well. So again, this is what I was tying into in regards to churning out those videos. Getting those people to unsubscribe is actually a good thing. And the second thing I would do is I would actually make an actual video. Like, make an actual video. Don't worry about SEO, titling, thumbnail, but just make an actual video saying that, hey, I'm gonna rebrand this channel. If you tell them why you're gonna rebrand it. If you don't want this type of style of content, I would appreciate if you just unsubscribe. That's those two announcements in your community board post. Okay, this thing here, announcements in your posting an actual video to inform your audience to unsubscribe if they don't like that content. That usually puts them on a good note and doesn't kind of catch them by surprise, like, hey, why is this channel posting finance videos? I never subscribed to this channel. Who are you? And then they start posting bad comments. Yeah. So just do two announcements. Obviously, you're going to have people like that. It's inevitable. But by doing an announcement and posting a few videos, you should be able to switch niches on an already grown channel. I've done it before. I've had my friend do it before. I've had clients do it before. I actually had a client go from gaming to finance, and it's worked perfectly fine. I think his, I don't know his name entirely, but I think it was like OS Campbell, maybe. Yeah, I can't remember his name, but he had a Clash of Clans channel. He started posting finance videos, but before he did, he made a video saying that he was going to rebrand. He made a video saying that he was going to, he made a community board announcement saying that he was going to rebrand as well. So, Richmond, hey Richmond, so do you hire video editors? I have about 50 video editors. I have a lot of video editors. When I first started this though, because I love filming, I know a lot about cameras, filming, I did edit the videos myself, and it took 8 hours. I only edited 2 of them. It took me over 8 hours each. It was very long, but I do hire video editors now. I have a lot of video editors. I've been working with some of my video editors for over 2 years. If they love video editing, it kind of helps to just give the work to them. Give the work to people who already love doing that type of work if you're not good at it. So just so everyone knows, in about 5 minutes I'll be kind of tuning out. It's time for me to actually get to work, and the squad is going to be here soon, as you can see. Yeah, and all the cameras, monitors, everyone's going to be here soon. But any other questions, please feel free to keep asking. I'd be more than happy to answer. And for the new people who just tuned in, do subscribe. Do know that in the future these live streams are going to centralize around a specific topic. They're not just going to be live Q&As for the entire duration. But yeah, I'll be streaming 9 a.m. Monday through Thursday. unless otherwise announced on my community board. I'll be doing a lot of announcements on my community board, but yeah, the idea is to live stream as much as possible. I really want to kind of brand myself, help people with YouTube, and it's just based on experience. I've learned a lot from YouTube just from posting a ton of videos. I think I've posted over, it should be close to over 5,000 videos to date now. So, and this is across over like 180 channels, I imagine. So if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. Be more than happy to answer them. So and for anyone new watching, if you feel comfortable sharing your own YouTube channel, I'd be more than happy to review it. And actually, I should make a hotkey for this. Hotkey for channel reviews. Based on my research, Rachi, it's channel keywords. Yeah, it doesn't really help. The weight of videos appearing in the algorithm is always gonna have more weight than a channel appearing in the algorithm for keywords. So I don't really focus on that either. If anyone has any other questions, feel free to ask. I'm going to be heading out in a couple more minutes, really trying to milk any of these questions that you guys could potentially have. But some ending notes. YouTube, you learn a lot more from starting YouTube than you do actually listening to me. I'm not saying I'm not helpful, but at the same time, taking action and experimenting and doing things wrong and doing things right, that'll teach you a lot more. So I always advise really emphasize really trying to make sure that people are taking action. You'll learn a lot more from taking action than you will learning. But again, stuff like this is just supplemental help. I use Photoshop, so I pay for Photoshop. I've been using Photoshop for over 10 years now, and that's what's really helped me. Canva, have used Canva before. It's good too, Canva has a good free version if you're on a tight budget, but Photoshop, because I've always learned it, I think Canva came after Photoshop. I just stick with Photoshop. Again, in regards to actual YouTube content, I hope you guys are posting your videos. It's game changing, honestly. Just having one video take off. I think one of the reasons why most people stop on YouTube is because they don't see results. So you kind of have to get over that mindset that your first few videos are probably going to flop. But once you get that first video that really takes off and really shows you worthwhile results, then that's when you're going to especially stick to YouTube. So Rachi asks, YouTube video duration, what is working best for you? My rule of thumb is make your video as long as it needs to be. Okay, there's no hard set rule. As criteria, because I pay everyone per project, I do make sure that my script is like 1,600 words. My voiceover recites that. And then the video has to be over 8 minutes long. And that's because I can place mid-roll ads within them. But again, the rule of thumb that I would follow is make sure that your video is as long as it needs to be. So don't kind of make a video longer just because you're trying to hit that 8-minute mark, or else you're just going to end up stuffing it with content or unnecessary content, right? And with that being said, guys, I think we'll conclude this live stream here for now. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to reach me out on Instagram, message me. I think I'll make a hotkey for that too. And then Spanish notes. Yeah, thanks for everyone for tuning in. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram, comment on the video, email me if you know my email. But I think Instagram will be the best way to reach for me. But thanks for tuning, everyone. Right? Hope everyone has a good day, and hope